40 new season awards in my career are waiting to stuff your stockings.
At level 20, you can spread some holiday cheer with a fun and festive snowman costume. And if you've ever wanted to fly around the city, then 'tis the season, because at level 30, there's a flying magic carpet waiting for you.
Don't forget about the Santa costume that's available at level 39 in the city or level 40 aboard the Goat Boat. With this unique holiday attire, you'll be throw-ho-hoing it down, all on your opponents.
And tonight, we're looking at two teams who make their living beyond the arc, Grant.
Yeah, they love to shoot the three-point shot, and they do it effectively. And, of course, that means these two teams understand the importance of good spacing. They're great shooters on both sides, to be sure, but motion and ball movement are the real keys to their three-point attacks.
Now let's take a look at Toronto's starting lineup. Anunoby and Barnes are the forwards. Van Vliet and Trent Jr. team up as the backcourt, and it's Siakam in at the 5. Now here's Siakam. Three-pointer, Van Vliet. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. Green with the ball. He's picked up by Barnes. On the wing, MP. And that comes off the assist by Green. MP's got 6.
And that's just good positioning by MP on the play. He's right where he wants to be to take that quick shot.
Here's Trent. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to go on Draymond Green.
Well, that was clearly a foul. And when you watch the way Trent Jr. can take over a game, just a gifted scorer who can explode once he gets going, he's impossible to slow down.
That's good from Trent. And with Trent Jr., he very much is a microwave scorer, Grant.
Oh, he heats up in an instant, B.A. A bit of a streaky shooter overall. I would like to see him round out his inside game to find new ways to score if his shot isn't there.
And so he makes both from the line.
Yeah, you know, after a couple down years with key players injured, it's safe to say the Golden State Warriors are back.
A deep 3 from MP. And Anunoby pulls it down. On offense, here come the Raptors. 4-point game. This game coming after the loss versus the Kings.
And I don't know what happened in that third quarter. Just a total collapse, and they couldn't get it back.
And the Raptors call time here. The Warriors are back to contending for championships.
Yes, they are. A testament to their perseverance and belief in themselves. They knew once they got healthy, they would be a threat. And they've been a fun team to watch as they get back to form.
Pass to Trent. Now Siakam, guarded by Wiseman. Siakam, the pass to Van Vliet, and it's in there.
Boy, Pascal Siakam plays at his own pace, able to find the open man.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. From outside the arc, and MP with the 3. He's got 9. Here's Van Vliet. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Sacramento. Siakam against Wiseman. Trent, the pass to Anunoby. Shot clock at 5. Van Vliet outside. Not going to go that time. So Golden State will take it the other way. Pass to MP. Fires from deep. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. MP's got 12 points.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Anunoby passes to Barnes. And here's Van Vliet. 3-pointer. And it's Wiseman with the rebound.
He's been off this whole period. Unable to sustain any kind of consistency. Now, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. See his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Now here's Trent. Right now he's contributing about 15.5 points a game. They need this. It's rebounded by Golden State.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
That one's good for 2.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
And Toronto calls time here. And watching Draymond Green play, Grant, he's the quarterback on both ends.
I love that, B.A. Defensively, constantly calling out instructions on how to switch, keeping everyone organized. And offensively, Green is an incredible passer, sees guys get open before they do.
And the Warriors will go with a different look here. Green's checked in for Wiseman. Kuminga comes in for Green. Thompson, he's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. And it's Poole in for Curry. Achua's checked in for Toronto. Porter Jr. comes in for Anunoby. Now here's Porter. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game.
Well, the basketball IQ on display for Otto Porter makes the right read there.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
Yeah, I mean, to get a shot like that on a drive, it's those type of plays that will chip away at the lead. Nice looking shot. I mean, especially from that deep.
Van Vliet, the pass to Achua. Back to Van Vliet. Pass to Siakam. Outside Porter. From deep. Rebounded by Green. The Warriors have got 7 of 8 in the basket. And here's MP from outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Trent outside. Green with the defensive effort.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
MP no good. Toronto's gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. Achua, high post. To the middle. Here's Van Vliet. Second chance effort. And it's good on the layup. Van Vliet's got his second basket.
Boy, at his size, Fred Van Vliet has to be so crafty on the interior. Defense has nothing for him there.
MP getting it done for the Warriors. An insane quarter. No one could stop him. Back after this.
Time to get up and make some noise.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Warriors.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
So the Raptors 5 right now. Van Vliet and Trent Jr. team up as the backcourt. Anunoby and Barnes are the forwards. And it's Birch in at center, filling out the middle. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Pascal Siakam's play had dipped for a while after he got the big bag. He said, it was like you got the max contract, but are you the guy? That's something I really struggled with. But there's still another level that I can get to, and I see myself as an all-star, and there's a lot more to unleash. Brian?
Yeah, just now entering his prime, Allie. Thank you. No team has had to make more sacrifices than Toronto during the pandemic.
You are right about that, B.A. I mean, they had to change their home base to Tampa. In essence, they spent an entire season on the road. It was tough for everyone, but the Raptors
Substitution on the court.
Siakam outside. Outside Anunoby. Pass to Siakam. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
They've done a great job of protecting the ball tonight. That's just their first turnover.
And the Warriors making a change here. Wiseman's checked in. The Raptors also with a sub. Barnes is checked in. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable. unbelievable.
Outside Barnes. Back to Van Vliet. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes. Van Vliet's got 9 points.
When you have vision at the forward spot, it always opens up and elevates a team. Scotty Barnes passing on display. Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Here's Van Vliet. Oh, MP with a block. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Good. Another from 3.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket. Tried to come right back at him with the 3. Not that time.
Count that one.
Their system is running smoothly, and the gap on the scoreboard is widening.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
3-pointer, Van Vliet. And that's not going to go. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Warriors ahead.
The Raptors, 36.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, the break certainly didn't have a cooling effect on him at all. He's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
Wiggins and Green make up the forwards. Stephen Curry is out there with MP. And it's Wiseman in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
And when you look at Van Vliet on the floor, you would think he gets targeted on defense. But for a player his size, he more than holds his own.
Trent outside. Anunoby for 3. The Warriors pull it in. Wiseman's got 4 rebounds in the game. Lets the 3 fly, and Wiggins gets it to go. The assist by Curry. Curry's got his 7th assist here tonight. And Van Vliet, a very solid defender at his position, Grant.
Not great length, but strong as any, B.A. I mean, he has great hands to bother the ball handler and great defensive IQ that makes the most of his athleticism.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Grizzlies was simply terrific. He had 65 points and also did a lot of damage from long. A Hall of Fame level performance the whole league is talking about now. It was a masterpiece, guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
To end the run. Barnes, no good.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Trent against MP. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. Well, Doris, it was only a few years ago that the Raptors won an NBA title. It seems like a lot further back, though.
It does, B.A., because we're looking at a much different basketball team. Obviously, Kawhi Leonard has moved on. Kyle Lowry has moved on. In fact, many of the key players from that squad have moved on. Incredible to think they have managed to remain competitive.
That one goes in.
That's unselfishness from Trent Jr. We know he wants to score, but when your teammate's that wide open, just simply put the ball where it needs to be.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
Yeah, they have a long way to go, but attacking the rim like that is a great way to start a comeback.
Van Vliet against Curry. Outside Anunoby. Pass to Siakam. Now Van Vliet. Trent up top. Just 4 to shoot. Barnes passes to Anunoby. Here's Trent. Here's Barnes. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Barnes has got his 3rd basket on the night right there. MP way outside. He can't get it to go. And it's Toronto taking it the other way. They're off to battle the Trailblazers after this one, as they'll be playing at Moda Center. It's the 3rd game of 7 on a challenging road trip. Here's Barnes. Tries again. And It's good on the lay-in. Barnes has got 11 points.
Well, that's Scotty Barnes doing one of the things he does best, getting after the offensive glass.
From deep, MP drops in the three.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Van Vliet, the pass to Siakam. Back to Van Vliet. Trent for three. And there's a whistle. That goes on Pascal Siakam. That's foul number 2 for him.
I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Looney's checked in for Wiseman. A nice shot by MP.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
The Raptors have gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Trent outside. Back to Van Vliet. Trent on the wing. Covered by MP. Pass to Achua. Van Vliet outside. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Well, you think about the 2021 sign and trade of Kyle Lowry over to Miami. That truly was the signal that Fred VanVleet is the undisputed leader of the Toronto Raptors. It is a role, guys, he has embraced thoroughly.
Porter against Wiggins. Boucher up top. Trent right side. To stop the run. Got it. Give him 8.
Well, Trent Jr. has a reputation of being a shooter, but don't sleep on his athletic ability and skill. Nice finish inside.
Pass to Curry. Wiggins with it. And here's MP from outside. Good! That's another bucket. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Trent outside. Now Porter. Back to Trent. Over MP. Trent's shot is off.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
And it's good. He hits another one.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Trent's shot is off. And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding a massive 34-point lead to win the quarter. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. We're coming right back. Don't. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So for the Raptors right now, we've got Malachi Flynn, Chris Boucher out there with Otto Porter. Then there's Khem Birch, and it's Jackson in at the 2 spot. Pass to Boucher. Jackson outside. Here's Flynn. Yes! And a nice assist from Jackson. Flynn's got his first points of the game.
Well, I'll tell you, he is showing strides in improving the passing aspect of his game. Josh Jackson, pretty look there. This guy has been unstoppable. It has not mattered at all what the defense throws at him. He's had an answer.
A foul called on MP. That's his first foul. To the paint. It's stolen by Looney.
What outstanding defensive anticipation and a poor decision passing.
Action on the break has fueled them tonight. They're winning the transition battle.
Well, this is their pace. This is exactly how they want to play. A little fast, a little loose.
Throw it down on the lob.
That is the unselfishness you'd love to see. MP, do your thing.
Here's Flynn. Rebounded by Green.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
A nice shot by MP.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight, and with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
Again, Golden State. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition.
And good! There's another!
That puts them even for third on the single-game scoring list. Simply amazing.
Man, I'm at a loss for words. His has been one of the greatest offensive games we'll ever see. Boucher passes to Jackson. And the impact of international players in the NBA. It's climbing dramatically. Doris, in 1990, they played less than 5% of available minutes. Now it's more than 20%.
Well, the beauty is...
And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. We'll see you later.
One thing that can be entertaining at this point of every season is how unexpected rivalries, Greg, begin to develop.
Yeah, teams that might not be traditional rivals have a few heated games early on, and now their matchups become must-see TV. Happens every season.
So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We'll see Wiggins and Green playing the forward spots. MP out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Wiseman in at the 5. Now here's Wiggins. MP, that's for 2. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
And Wiggins' game continues to evolve. You saw that right there. Good eye movement, found the shooter.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Warriors with the rebound. And going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year.
And we'll see if anything's different this year, because they didn't match up well with this team last year, getting swept in the season series. Easy to understand why people love watching MP play, especially when he's catching and firing like this.
Now, here's George. Coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. To the inside. Giddey. The layup missed.
Man, he's had 3 good looks at the basket and nothing to show for it.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. I was able to talk with Mark Daigneault for a minute. He said he honestly doesn't know what to expect. This is the first meeting between these two teams this year, so there'll be some feeling out at the beginning. But he told me sometimes that's when we're at our best, relying on our instincts and awareness at the offensive end. Kevin, we'll see if that holds true.
It's interesting, David. Thanks. The team believing, Greg, its success is tied specifically to how well they shoot.
And how do you set that up? run the plays the way they were designed, and just share the basketball.
And sometimes quality shots can come late in a possession, so we'll see if they can play deep into the shot clock.
And as good as Draymond Green has been on the floor, this guy will be an all-time broadcaster, already a popular podcast, great TV studio appearances as well.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's as potent an offensive player as you're going to find in this league. He averages almost 30 points a game. And the first shot of the night for him, no good.
And so far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
And Draymond Green, the next broadcasting star. You've watched his work. Why is that?
And Kevin, I think his basketball IQ is incredible. And we see that when he plays, but he can also vocalize it to the audience. And of course, Draymond is not afraid to say what he thinks. And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Thunder trailing by 7. And first timer of the game called for Oklahoma City.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
Different look here for the Warriors. Green, he's checked in for Wiseman. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Draymond Green. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Wiggins. And Poole subbed in for Curry. Holmgren dishes to Williams. Wiggins outside. Here's Mann, covered by MP. Second chance shot. Robinson Earl, no good. Warriors leading by 7. Thompson in the corner. MP outside. Fires for 3. And no good that time. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Yeah, a snowball effect in that one. One thing would go wrong, then another, really the story of the game.
Yeah, it felt like just the entire roster was stuck in neutral. There was nobody offensively that could get anything going.
You know, one thing, Greg, the Thunder have done a great job of drafting international players.
Players like Serge Ibaka, Steven Adams in the past, a few good ones on this current roster as well. Credit the OKC scouts for just finding guys all over the world.
And it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Here's Mann. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. 6 to shoot. Kicks to Holmgren.
And you know what? Call it great defense or poor offense. Either way, they're limiting their scoring.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Shoots. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. MP's got 14 points for the game.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Giving up a run here. Can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
And the Warriors making a change here. Looney's checked in.
Let's hear you.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the pass to Mann. Pass to Wiggins. Shot to stop the run. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And something I like about Holmgren is his ability to run the floor. A 7-footer who can get up the court in a hurry and get to the rim before the D gets set.
Both shots good from the stripe. There's 14 seconds left to play in the first. MP deciding where to go with it. From deep three-point range. Oh, and he beat it.
They just do that, Kevin. They just did that.
Your Thunder, 6.
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
That's an incredible shot there. Just let it fly, take a chance, and somehow that one goes in.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. The Warriors on top up by 15. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break.
Time for your Thunder Girls. Come on, everyone.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a very convincing performance here from the Warriors so far.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We'll see Wiggins and Green playing the forward spots. Curry is out there with MP. And it's Wiseman in at the center. And the short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against the Raptors was playing superb basketball. He had an impressive number of points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what became a great exhibition on his part. The stat line was filled, and the whole league was talking about it. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
Yeah, David, he was in attack mode all night long. GA really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on, and there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
It's fascinating to watch Dort evolve his game. He's raised his free throw percentage to 84% last year, and for the first time in his career, he shot over 40% from the field.
And here is Giddey, following the three-pointer by MP. Here's Bazley, guarded by Green. Bazley passes to Dort. Just 5 on the clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Shoots. Giddey, no good. So what would you say is next for Dort in his development?
You know, Kevin, I'd like to see him get to the line more often. He has room to grow as a playmaker. Of course, locking down the consistency from range. But he has the work ethic to make all of that happen. That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Outside, Dort. As to Bazley. Green against Giddey. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Giddey's got his second basket of the night.
Now, defenders don't think that Giddey has that kind of shake to his game. I like it when he shows this kind of flash.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
They'll love the aggression, but they'll need more of that to try and climb back into this one.
Curry's shot is good.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Here's Bazley. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Well, he wanted to keep that shot from getting blocked, but in the process, he gave it no chance of going in because of how unbalanced he was on the fade.
He gets it in there.
That's just like a free throw for Curry. Offensively, he just does everything so well.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Greg, we know the league's cracking down on those dangerous plays that risk a player's health. Why was that less of a focus when you played?
That's a great question. I think it's smarter to approach the game this way. We don't want to have unnecessary injuries.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to half.
With a score, your Thunder, 27, the Warriors, 41.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Something has kicked him into gear tonight as he has done work on the offensive end.
I think he's enjoying it too. So rare to have an offensive explosion from him. You know his teammates are loving that as well.
We'll see Dort and Bazley playing it forward. Josh Giddey is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Holmgren in at the center position. And that's who Mark Daigneault starts the second half.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And here is Holmgren. 6 points for him. Pass to Giddey. Takes the 3. Warriors with the rebound. Wiggins has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Just thinking aloud about the best teams of my lifetime, that 2017 Warriors are way up there. That first year KD was with Golden State.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Bazley. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Here's Holmgren. Wiggins with the rebound. Wiggins has got 5 rebounds tonight.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And the title-winning 2017 Warriors, Brent Barry, what made them special?
Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green. I mean, all these guys in their prime, Kevin, but to me, it's what Steve created there stylistically. The fact that they played with so much freedom and so much enjoyment. You don't see that all that often. And so the Warriors reaching the crown with that kind of consistency and character, that's what made it special.
A nice shot by MP.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Robinson Earls checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Jonathan Kuminga. He's checked in for Draymond Green. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, guys. Well, the Thunder are trying to build something that will last. The front office says you stick to your principles, your values, and you think long term. We're focused on building a sustainably great team. We continue to be forward-facing in that respect. Kevin, back to you.
It's a good philosophy. They're not looking for any shortcuts, which is admirable. David, thanks.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Holmgren kicks to Giddey. They could use a bucket, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And Giddey just that sixth sense to find the open man.
This team has credited Giddey's background for shaping him as a player.
You know, he grew up in a house dominated by basketball. Both his parents played professionally in Australia, and that goes a long way toward developing your basketball IQ.
There's the lob to Dort.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Always going up for the alley-oop here, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP.
Looked like a simple play and turned into it.
Here's MP. There's the triple. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. We can look forward to the Rockets Arena after this matchup to take on Houston. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. A different look for Oklahoma City. Jeremiah Robinson-Earl comes in for Holmgren. And it's Jang in for Bazley. So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They've got Curry, Jonathan Kuminga out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Wiseman. And it's MP in at point. Okay, time now for an injury report. Now let's check in with David Aldridge to see how Draymond Green's doing. David.
Well, guys, I was able to catch up with the Warriors' head athletic trainer. He told me that there are strained ligaments in the elbow, but that is it. Luckily, no major structural damage. It's unfortunate timing all around for them. Of course, they will need to band together while he's out. We'll see how they respond. Kevin?
Good information, David. He's certainly been on our minds. Now, at least, Greg, we have a little more clarity.
Yeah, now they have the information they need to take the best course of action.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there playing alongside his teammates and competing.
And the foul called on MP. That'll be his third foul so far. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Jang inside, defended by Kuminga.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
MP fires from way outside.
MP.
And balls, nice feed that time from Wiggins.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
The pass to Dort. Back to Shamet. Here's Jerome, covered by MP. Shot clock at 6. Good on the bucket.
Now that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
MP outside. And for coaches' challenges, the refs review their own call. Connects again.
50 points for him yet again, and I feel privileged to watch this guy go to work this season.
Now he is pulled even for the second most 50-point games in a single season. What a year it's been for him.
And to match 30 games of 50 points or more in a single season, that's unreal. That was a number that prime Wilt Chamberlain established back in 1963.
There's 1:54 left to play here in the fourth. Inside. Kicks it out to MP. And again for 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
I like their defense today, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
Well, Brent, between major injuries and some high-profile roster turnover, it's been an up and down last couple years for the Warriors.
Yeah, mostly due, Kevin, to injuries. I mean, through it all, they've managed to continue to play with joy. They've given a lot of guys opportunities to just be out there, and then they drafted and rebuilt the team behind the big three to complement those guys as they found their health. So the run is still there for Golden State to do great things. And, winning a championship last year has them back on the top of the mountain.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
In what's been a good season already, tonight's win will take their record to 50 wins, a big milestone here tonight.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for MP.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. On the wing, MP. Lets it go from deep. That's good.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them, complete control.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that about wraps it up. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our two